Hello my dear students, welcome back to your online class. So last time we have already discussed through YouTube video as well as virtually about different types of animal tissues. We had introductory class on that and we have dealt in detail about epithelial tissue. So today, carrying forward with the same topic, that is animal tissues, we will discuss the another type of animal tissue, that is connective tissue. Like I told you, the connective tissue, the name itself tell you that it's connecting the different parts of your body. So location is, it is present all over your body, connecting the different organs of your body. Okay, so it makes up about 20 to 30% of your body parts. Okay, so function itself would be connecting the different organs, just helping in coordinating the different organs. Okay. So let's go to the different types of connective tissue. So different types of connective tissue are areolar or loose connective tissue, you have adipose, then you have dense regular connective tissue, and in this you will be discussing about tendons and ligaments. Skeletal tissue, you will be discussing about cartilage and bone, and fluid connective tissue we will be discussing about blood and lymph. Okay. Now any connective tissue regardless of its type is made up of three basic substance. First one is matrix. Matrix is just a ground substance on which your cells and the different fibers rest. Okay, so it's a jelly like substance made up of acid and water, homogeneous jelly like substance. So obviously when I said ground substance, that means here there is cells reside, fibers are present. Okay. So you have, so what are the three components which makes up any of the connective tissue? So it would be your matrix, cells and the fibers. Now you don't have to go in detail about this, just remember that these are the things that makes up any connective tissue. Okay. Now first let us discuss about the areolar or loose connective tissue. Now this areolar and adipose tissue acts like a packaging material for the cells because they are present in between the cells, thus keeping the two cells intact. So they act like a packaging material for our body. Okay. Now first let us discuss about the areolar or loose connective tissue. Now where are this areolar or loose connective tissue present? They are present in the skin, just connecting the skin to the muscles. Okay, joining the skin to the muscles and even in the hollow cavities of an organ. This areolar connective tissue is present. Now what does it do is, it protects the skin. If there is any injury in the skin, the replacement of the cells of the skin is brought about by this, with the help of this areolar connective tissue. Now the modified version of this areolar connective tissue is only your adipose tissue. Now what modification is brought about? So in case of areolar tissue, whenever there is a fat deposition, you term it as a adipose tissue. Okay, adipose tissue has a fat deposition. So because of the fat deposition, it acts like an insulator for the body. Okay, so where are they present? They are present in the eye pad regions, kidney regions. Okay, just providing the insulation to those organs. Okay. Now next, coming to the dense regular connective tissue. Now this can be divided into two types, tendons and ligaments. Now tendons connects the bone to the muscle. Okay, as we know that bones and muscles should be connected together. So in order to bring about the movement in the body, so tendons connects the bone to the muscle. So TM, just remember TM. Tendons connects the bone to the muscle. Okay, then ligament. Ligament, it helps in connecting bone with another bone. Okay, so you should know the difference. Tendon helps in connecting the bone to the muscle and ligament helps in connecting bone with the another bone. Okay, now coming to the skeletal tissue. Skeletal tissue, obviously this tissue makes up your whole skeletal system, right? So what are the components of skeletal tissue? You have cartilage and bone. So this cartilage, where are they present? They are present on the tip of the nose, your ear pinna. Okay, you can say it's flexible. These portions are flexible because this cartilage is soft, flexible in structure, and they are not supplied with any kind of blood vessel or nerves. Okay, whereas your bone, these are the hard structure present in the body. Okay, which forms your framework. Okay, gives a shape to you and also protects the different organ within your body. Okay, so it's a hard substance and it is richly supplied with different blood vessels and nerves. Okay. Now next, coming to the fluid connective tissue, the name itself suggests you that it's in a fluid form. Okay, but it helps in connecting your body. So two types of fluid connective tissue would be your blood and lymph. Now if we discuss about the blood, we all know that blood is made up of plasma and blood cells. Plasma and blood cells. Okay, so plasma is the liquid portion of a blood in which you have antibodies, different kind of proteins. Okay, and blood cells, we all know it is of three types. What are those? So those are red blood cell, white blood cell, and then you have platelets. Now if we know the function of red blood cell, it helps in transportation of oxygen and nutrients throughout your body. White blood cell, it provides immunity to your body. Then you have platelets, which helps in clotting of the blood. In case of any kind of injury, the itself heals because of the presence of this platelets. Okay. Now next, fluid connective tissue is your lymph. Now what is lymph? As we know that we have three different types of blood vessels, right? What are those? Arteries, veins and capillaries. And we know the structure, capillaries is the one in which the exchange of the gases takes place. Okay, diffusion of the nutrients takes place. So when the blood is passing through the, and if you look at the structure of a capillary, since it is made up of single cell, layered cell, so there is a gap in small pores in its wall through which the diffusion occurs. So when the blood is flowing through the capillaries, what happens is some of the components which are of a smaller size than that of a pores comes out of it. So you have water coming out of it, you have white blood cell coming out of it, and many proteins. Red blood cell, they do not come out of it because red blood cell are of a larger size than that of a pore size of a capillary. Now these components, they form a lymph. Now you call it as a lymph. Okay. Now this lymph, with the help of a lymph duct, again pours back to the blood. Okay. So I hope you understood the lymph. Now lymph also, since it has white blood cells, so it also provides the immunity to our body. Is that clear? So that's all about connective tissues. You just have to go in brief about it, or where is it present, what is its function. That's all you have to go through whenever you are going to the different types. So next class we will be discussing about the two different types of other types of animal tissue, that is your muscular tissue and the nervous tissue.